Good evening, everyone. Please confirm you can hear me.
Good evening.
I can hear you. Okay, thank you very much. I trust our day went well. Everything is going well. Thank God it's Friday. We have the weekend here already. So yesterday, we started with content marketing, content creation, content, and I gave an assignment. How many of us did the assignment? Let's start with that. How many of us did the assignment? If you didn't do the assignment, if you were in class yesterday and you did not do the assignment, let me know. So nobody did the assignment. Okay, Wura, you want to say something? Wura Ola.
I was not in class yesterday, but I did the assignment.
Okay. So can we have your let's hear from you. Then we'll take blessing. I thought Wura Ola wanted to say something earlier. So let's hear from you. What did you come up with your assignment? Would you love to show us, or you just say it with your mouth? Which one? This
I'll
mark.
say it with my mouth. I'll say it with my mouth. Although I submitted it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's have it.
Okay. Red means passion, love, energy, danger, and urgency. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Blue means trust, peace, loyalty, and calmness. Professionalism. That's what blue means. Green means nature, growth, health, wealth, freshness.
Okay.
Yellow means happiness, optimism,
Nature, yes.
warmth, caution. Black means power, elegance, sophisticated, mystery. While white means purity, simplification, peace, cleanness. Purple means
Okay.
royalty, spirituality, luxury, wisdom. Orange means energy. Sorry, I'm in transit. That's why my network
Okay.
is not stable.
Okay, don't worry if you're in transit, let's not disturb you. Okay, Glida said I could not do the assignment. I'm not some, but can answer it now. Also, sorry about that. Blessing, you did the assignment but did not submit. Okay, so who will go first? Glida, Blessing. Let's hear from the both of you before we commence today's class. So you say you didn't do the assignment, Glida, but you can answer it now. So let's have you first. Then we'll have Blessing next. Then we can proceed with today's class. Thank you.
Good evening,
Good
everyone.
evening. Good evening.
Okay, so I have like some. I know about red, blue, orange, yellow, and pink one. So first I'll go with red. Red means danger, love, courage. Then blue, calm, sensitivity. Then green, nature. That's to do with anything concerning nature, growth. In fact, general well-being, general wellness. So, yeah, wellness. Yeah. Then yellow, joy, happiness. Then pink, friendship, affection.
Thank
I
you
don't know.
so much.
Yes.
Thank
Then purple. Okay.
No, you can go ahead. You said purple.
Okay. So sorry. Kind of distracted. There's someone else to go. I'll please continue.
Okay. Okay, so let's have Blessing. Blessing said she did the assignment but did not submit. Okay, Luafemi said you did the assignment but you are yet to submit. Okay, Beatrice, you couldn't join the class yesterday. So sorry about that. We'll have a recap now after the assignment conclusion, then you catch up. So let's have Blessing. and Oluwafemi.
Good
Let's see if
evening,
you can
ma'am.
unmute. Yeah, good evening.
And good evening, everybody. Okay, just like my colleague has said everything, the guy said almost everything, and same thing with the girl. But then during the assignment, in my own conclusion, I came with their primary colors and their secondary colors,
Mm-hmm.
while there are also tertiary colors, which is that primary color is the red, the blue, and the yellow. While for secondary, we have the purple, the orange, and green. While for the tertiary as well, we still have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And then
Mm-hmm.
the warm colors are three, which is yellow, red and orange or so. I don't know if that orange, but I know the three warm colors are yellow, red, and orange. So that's how I grouped mine as well. So that's all.
Okay, that's fantastic. That's quite unique. Yes, that's quite unique. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Blessing. Oluwafemi.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening,
Hello.
Oluwafemi. Yes, we can hear you.
Hello. Good evening.
Yes, we can hear you. Good evening.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Hello. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, I did join the class on time, but for the few time I was in the class, it was actually very educating. So I actually went through the assignment given, talking about the colors, the emission, vision.
Yes,
So,
yes.
but my takeaway from the assignment is I realized that I was just confused between the colors I've been using for my business because I saw green to be freshness, health, and stuff, but I've been using blue because it's actually a service providing company. Yes, which has to do
Okay.
with yes. Hello,
Yes, we can hear you.
can I go ahead? Okay,
Yes, yes.
so I've been using blue because I also deal with water treatment. So, but and as from the assignment, I noticed that green is for nature,
Mm-hmm.
also freshness and health. So, but I've been using blue, which is trust. So I don't know. So that was just if I should go ahead with the blue or I should just switch to
Okay,
using
for
the
you said you
yes.
also deal with water, right? In your service business.
It actually is water is part of it. Treatment.
Water
Anything that's to do
treatment.
with environment. So yes, water treatment is part of it. Sewage treatment is part of it. Also clean energy. You talked about mission and vision, which for the first time.
Vision. We can't hear you again. Oh.
Uh, sorry, the network is going up and down. Hello.
Yes, the network is quite bad. Yes, we
Okay.
can hear you.
So providing clean and affordable engineering solution in environment and energy. So that was the vision I came up with from the assignment. So which means anything that has to do with treatment, water treatment, sewage treatment, and also clean energy. So and from the colors, I think maybe green would have been better since it's health, nature, and freshness.
Sure. Yes, so thank you very much, right? I really appreciate the fact that you took the assignment really serious and you were able to realize, oh, my business, what can I do? Okay, this and that. Okay, if you are using blue at the moment, so at the moment, I do not know what stage your business is. However, for a service, providing company business, blue can still fly, green can fly, and probably a sophisticated neutral color like gray can also fly because blue
Okay.
symbolizes trust and calmness, just like we said. While green suggests that it is nature and growth. Why a neutral color like gray bridge, gray, this bridge color, and white. Often it has an elegance and timeliness feel, right? So if you have been using blue at the moment, blue can also fly because it stands for trust. That
Okay,
means they can
okay,
trust your
okay,
services. You are not treating, when you are
okay,
treating their water or you are treating whatever you are helping them treat, they can always rely on you. There's security. Yes, there's security in the fact that, yes, they can always rely on you that you will do the excellent job. You will do well. You won't do give them a quack service. So that can fly
okay,
if you've been using blue. Yes.
okay, okay, okay. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you so much for doing your assignment. It's obvious you really did your research. Then also, like when I gave the assignment yesterday, I talked about you also drafting your mission and your vision for your business. But if you don't have any for now, it's totally fine, no pressure. But you with on the in the long run, you have to come up with one. Now, your vision, your mission will also determine how you align your brand. So yes, blue can fly. Thank you very much, Oluwafemi. So let's forge ahead. So yesterday we stopped at we were editing a particular template yesterday. I think a wedding card. I'll share my screen now. So we're editing a wedding card. For those who missed the class yesterday, let me just quickly give a brush up of what we discussed yesterday. I think we have the slide, right? Although I'll still share my screen to show us the slide. Yes, let me share my screen. Please, can you stop sharing so I can share my screen? Please confirm you can see my screen. Can we see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So yesterday we talked about we started with content and we said content is king. We defined what content is all about. So if you missed the class yesterday, you missed, yes, but you didn't really miss much though. We talked that content is has to do with whatever you are creating through visuals, videos, pictures, blog posts to be able to engage with your audience, your everybody following you. So your content can either be traditional and it can be online, depending on the type of content you are working on. Now we have different types of content, which brought us to this. We have educational content, we have inspirational content, we have promotional content, and we have entertaining content. Now, the types of content are not limited to just these four that we have here. It is not just limited to this, but these are like the main and the popular type of content that we see on LinkedIn, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest. I love Pinterest a lot. I mentioned yesterday. So these are the type of content that mostly fly around us. So we talked about the types of content that content can come in visuals and it can come in text. Now we talked about the best place and where and what can work. Now for visuals, it is best for platforms like Instagram and Pinterest. Now visuals has to do with images, videos. So it works best for places like TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest. These are where high quality visuals can fly very well because it's something that will just really catch your attention. Now for text, the best platforms for text content is LinkedIn, of course, Twitter, Facebook, more like platforms that support longer posts. So now, the type of brand you are trying to build, along the class, we are going to deal with personal branding. Yes, personal branding is one of the class we are going to actually take in this social media marketing class. Now, the type of brand you are trying to build, whether it's a company, whether it's an individual thing, that's personal brand, it will determine the type of content and the type of platforms like I mentioned earlier that will be best for you. So we also talked about tools that you can use for content creation. Now, for content creation, we have quite a number of tools that you can use that are free. at least for now. You can start with free versions. And note that it is not just limited to just these three. You can use Canva, you can use CapCut, and you can use Pixel. Pixel is mostly for high quality pictures and videos to enhance your content visuals. So you just go to pixel.com. You are going to get a lot of high quality pictures that suit you. Then CapCut is an app for video editing. So when you are using CapCut, you are majorly editing videos, and you can use CapCut to edit. I use CapCut to edit audios as well. So it's not just limited to only video. I should have mentioned it here that CapCut is not just restricted to editing videos alone. In fact, my CapCut, I use it majorly to edit audios, not even videos, because I really don't do much of video editing. I have somebody who does that for me on a full-time level. But audio editing, I do audio editing a lot effortlessly. So, and I use CapCut. So CapCut is a very interesting app to use. You can also have it on your phone. Then we talk about Canva. Now, Canva is easy to use for creating graphics, presentations, social media posts, a lot of it. I mentioned yesterday that this slide was prepared with Canva. If I show you, okay, along the line, I'm going to show you a lot of flyers, logos, a lot of things that I've been able to do and use with Canva, and you won't even believe it was Canva that was used. High quality flyers that are being printed, that are being used by brands and banners and all. So if you can get how to use Canva well, it's a major source of income for a lot of people. A lot of people use Canva as a side also. Some even take it as a full-time also, depending on what you are, what your goal is. So yesterday we started with Canva. We started with editing with Canva. I think that was where we stopped yesterday. Yes, that was where we stopped yesterday. So we are going to continue from Canva today. So yesterday, I mentioned that if you don't have the app, you would need to install it. So for those that are joining the class today, I don't know if you were told yesterday that you should install Canva on your phone. But if you're using a laptop, because I mean there's a lot of things to use my memory space for. So I just use the Canva web. So for those of us that were not in class yesterday, can we take 5 minutes to install Canva on our phone if we don't have, and also sign up? So you are installing and you are signing up. Can we do that in 5 minutes? So let me know how many people will be doing that. So if you don't have the app on your phone, can you please raise your hand? So let me know the number of people we are waiting for. I'm waiting. Do we have people who don't have the app, or we should just commence? Should I just assume everybody has it?
No, I have. I just want to sign up.
Okay, please. You can quickly do that. So, okay, Bismarck is saying something. Yes, you can use your system, definitely. Yes, on your system, I don't think there's even need to install personally, or my own preference. If I'm using a laptop, I just use the web version. So would give you 2-3 minutes to quickly sign up. So we are
Sorry,
waiting
if
for
you
you.
use the web version, do you save can the web version retain what you do?
Okay, Canva automatically saves everything you are doing. So you don't need to do anything like Control S or anything. By default, once you open and you are working, in as much as you are connected to the internet, by default, all your jobs are saved. You don't need to manually save. So you don't need to worry about saving. Okay, so I assume every other person has the app and we can proceed. So yesterday I was saying that there's practically anything, nothing you want to use the app for that you cannot use it for, whether it's to create complimentary card, business flyer, presentation slide. You have a presentation in your office 9 to 5, and you want to quickly do a presentation. You can use Canva to do present. In fact, you can use Canva for video editing. You can use it to edit video. You can use it for animations. And now for Canva, we have two packages. We have the free version and we have the paid version. Now, in this class, I said we'll be using the free version in this class. And why I said we'll be using the free version in this class is because I want you to be able to see that even with the free version of Canva, you can still do super amazing things that even those using paid version self, they won't even expect that you can actually do this. Yeah, so I want us to learn how to use the free version well. However, there are paid versions that if you have somebody who has a paid version, they can put you up as a partner. I think you just pay maybe 3,000 naira monthly, 4,000, I don't know. I don't know how they do it. So in this class, yesterday we started with editing a wedding template. So I said two things we'll be doing with Canva. We'll be editing a template, and for the second one, we'll be creating a design from the scratch. So now, yesterday, we started with, this was what we did yesterday. We picked this design, this wedding design yesterday. So let it come up. Yes, so this was what we were explaining yesterday, and I'm going to brush up us through it very quickly. So when you click on any templates, if you search for any template and it brings out whatever you want. Okay, I think somebody's raising their hand. Okay, I logged on canva.com. Yes, there's no problem. In as much as you are connected to Canva, there's no problem, Oluwafemi. There's no issue at all. You can use the web, like I said, and you can use the app, depending, it's preference. Me, I'm using the web at the moment, although on my phone, I have the app. But for this class, I'll be using the web. It doesn't change anything. But what I mentioned yesterday was that the interface for the phone and the web version are quite different, but it is still the same thing. It's just that probably on the left-hand side, you are having full stop. Maybe on the web version, the full stop can be in the middle. So it's just, but it's you just know how to navigate one. If you know how to navigate using the web or using the app well, you can be able to navigate every version that you are using. So yesterday, like I mentioned, we started with editing a template, and I said when you click on a design, you are going to see things like this if you are using the web version. If you are using the phone version, you will see it on another side of your phone. Let me try to get my phone so I can also be telling those using their phone. So all of us are carried along. Let me grab my phone. Okay. So if you are using your phone, once you click on any design, you would all these functions here, it will not appear on your screen. It's just the design that will appear on your screen. Now, below your phone, that's underneath the design, that is where you will see all these things. Now, on your web version, that's if you're using the laptop, you are seeing it on the left-hand side of your screen. But if you are using a phone, you are seeing it below your phone. That's below the design. It's not on the left-hand side. So I'm assuming we understand that. So let's forge ahead. Let me just explain what these tools are for. Now, yesterday I explained this function, elements. Now, I said elements. I clicked on elements. Now, it brought me here. I said elements is a place whereby you can practically search for anything and you will get it. So yesterday, I think we searched for school bus we use school bus as an example. If you come to the search bar, search for anything really, you are going to see, search for egg, search for man, search for anything, you receive. However, I mentioned that Canva has a free version and a paid version. So definitely some images that will be coming out. Okay, this was what we said for yesterday. Let me just use it so we don't have to start thinking of a lot of things. Now, if you see this design, I click search for school bus, you can see that there are some, this is free. There are some that has crown. Now, showing that it has crown means that it is paid until you are using the paid version. Now you can see it said this image is a premium image. I should pay 400 naira for a pro content license. So I have to pay 400 naira to be able to use any of this paid version. However, there are still free versions. This is free, this is free, this name implies text. Text is for writing. So the text function is where you are able to write, whether it's heading or subheading or body, or you want to blur it. Now this is where you do it. This is the upload version. So you upload to, so you can just come to this upload to, and it will allow you to be able to upload whatever you want to upload. Oh, sorry. Can be able to allow you upload whatever you want to upload. So once you upload it, it will be here. All of them will come here. It will come here. However, yesterday I was saying something about images that have background. Now, when you upload, when you bring in a picture, a lot of all, in fact, most or all the pictures that you are most likely downloading online as background. Now, for background, depending on the design you are doing, you are making, you might not want background and you might want background. It all boils down to preference, right? So if you bring in an image that has background, it is not a problem. Now, I was saying something yesterday that if I click on this image has background. Oh, it's black, so you might not really see the effect so much. Let me do this. Let me add a new page. It's still black. Let me just change it. Okay, so we're talking about this, that removing background, and you can actually use the free version as well. But it's just that removing background with the free version might just be a little bit of small work, but it's actually very possible. Now, if you look at this, my image here, you will notice that this particular one has background. This one has a white background with it, but I was able to remove the background and I had this. This is a very transparent one. There is no background again. So we are going to do that now. So let's edit. Let's work on this. This was what brought about the assignment we did yesterday. I hope I'm still audible. Saying that network is going on and off. Okay, thank you. So I was saying yesterday I was saying that Miracle, you can't see my screen. Are you sure it's not your network now? Probably you should drop off and join again. Thank you. So yesterday let me collapse this. So yesterday we were here. This was where we stopped yesterday. This was what brought about the assignment of go and pick your color for your brand, bring
The
color
screen
for
is not
this
showing,
and
ma.
that. So if you click on so this was what brought about the assignment yesterday, that I was talking about getting a color for your brand. This was what brought about it. So I was saying that for every template you want to edit, you can see if I hover around anything here, it's showing like something that I can edit. Yesterday we decided to edit a wedding card. Now there are a lot of beautiful wedding cards that are more beautiful than this that we saw yesterday, but this was like the fastest one that we can pick because of time. So If you say, this color, I don't like it. I don't like this background color self. This old background color, I want to change it to something else. It is your choice. You can decide to change it to any color. It is whatever you want. You can decide to change it to anything. It is your choice. It is your preference. Anything you want to do, it is your design. So, but I always advise that before you start designing or before you start editing a template, you need to have a sketch of what you want in mind first, so that you don't just start designing. Just like if I'm designing or if I'm developing a website, if I decide to say, okay, I want to design a website today, I don't just go to my to the tools I'm using and start designing. No, I have to first of all sketch. So there's something called sketching. I have to sketch maybe with a pencil. Most times I use pencil to sketch. I like to use pencil so that I can be able to clean and rewrite something. So it is best for you to have a sketch of what you want to do before you start designing. So for every color that you pick, the color comes here at the top here. Now this is like the color palette. This place is like the color palette. You have different shades of color that you use. However, I was saying yesterday that if you do not have any color here that you like, you cannot bring in your own color. Now, this is where something called color code comes in. There's something called the color code, like code, password, code, CODE. So I was saying, I was using Mr. Femi's business, his company as an example. That, let's say, for example, he says he uses blue. Now, you don't just say you use blue as a color. Now, you need to decide what shade of blue are you using so that there will be consistency. Now, in branding, consistency is very important. You need to ensure that the blue you are using today is not different from the blue you are using tomorrow. Now, let's try to Google. Let's write shades, different shades of blue and their code. And for every color has a color code. Every color has what they call a color code. What is this? So every color, like I was saying, has a color code. Why this one is still loading? Let me show you or something. So if you hover around any color here, you will see something like ash B4, B4, B4. This is for light gray. This is also a shade of gray. You can see that this is also gray. This is also gray. This is also, okay, this is black. This is gray as well. So for all these five colors that are here, everything is gray, but it's just that there are different shades of gray. So that is why it is very important for you to have a color code. Now, if you are designing a website or you are designing a graphics or you are designing some flyer, once the designer or whatever person handling your project, you just tell the person that, oh, this is the color code I use. The person will not make any mistake. Now, if the person not make any mistake, it's not learning. I want to show that color code so that my network is linked. Okay, so let me go to images. Let me go to where we have images. Let me just pick one. Is this? So we can see my screen, right? I'm trying to zoom it well. Are you seeing it well? It is well zoomed. Okay. Now, this is more than this is not the old type of blue that we have. Now, for Mr. Femi that says he uses blue. Now you can see that there are a lot of blue shades here. This thing that is looking like gray is actually blue. And you will think it is gray. This is blue, this is blue, this is blue. If you check another one, you will see that you have different type of blue. So you have to now, where color code comes in is this code here, this #151E and all. So now let's just pick one of the code. Let's see. No, let's pick one of the code. I'm coming. So let's pick one of the code. Let's pick a number that will be easy for us to remember as we are going in and out. Let's use Azure 152. So let's come here. Now this is where you input your color code. So let's assume we want to change this color here to a color of our choice. Now, we are not just saying, if you come here now, you can see that there are a lot of shades of blue here. There are different shades of blue. But however, if you come here and put your code, always remember to put the this hash here. If you don't put the hash here, it will not be effective. So I am closing this and I want to put in my preferred color. So we said we should pick 1520. 15. A6. You can see that this side of the color, if you are seeing the screen well, you know this flower now has two shades of color in it. It has a lighter color that's not so obvious, and this. So let's assume we are changing. We want to change this main color. Let's say we are picking shade of like oh, from me. Oh, we are back. Sorry for the on and off. So I was saying something that let's say we want to edit. Is this the main color? The main color is what we want to change. We don't want to change the color that is not so dominant. We want to change the dominant color. Let me undo. So let me undo everything I did. Let me choose this color back. Now I was saying that for every color, for everything that you pick, if this flower now, if it has 4 colors, all the 4 colors will be lined up here. So you pick the one you want to change. Now because this flower has 2 colors, the black is not so dominant, but the cream color, whatever color it is here, is more of the dominant color. Now if you pick this black, it means that you want to change this black color to something else. But now because of this class, we want to pick something that is obvious, a color that is obvious. So we will pick this cream color. And now we want to change this cream color to another color. Now I don't, if we're using blue, okay, let's use this blue that we chose in class here, this Azure 152. So you will come here, you will come to this plus sign here. Now, then you come here. Now, try to ensure that you do not remove this hash thing. This hash, if you don't include hash in your color code, it will not be effective. So now for the color code we have in that Azure, if I remember, we have 152 0A6, I guess. Now you can see that the color changed because we added this color code. This is the color code we added. It changed from the color that it was before, this color, to this blue. So now, of course, this blue is not aesthetically pleasing to this type of design that we are doing, but I'm just using it as an example for the class. Now, if you still put this blue and you say, oh, this blue is not catchy enough, you can use this tool here, this your tool here, to be dragging it. It will be, you can see the blue shade is changing again. The shade of the blue is changing to another shade of blue. Now, if it has gotten to the shade of blue you want, you can leave it and take note of the color code. Now, the color code is what you will now use for your designs to be consistent. Now, it is not advisable that for a flyer, you have 100 colors. If you are working with, I know that for flyers now, in flyers, there's high tendency to have a lot of colors in flyers. However, try to ensure that you do not learn how to blend colors well. I think that's what I would say. Learn how to blend colors well. You can tell Google or ChatGPT to give you colors that blend well with each other. It will give you colors that blend well, and you can use it. Don't just pick color based on, hey, I will use this one, I'll use this one. Your design will look so tacky. So for the purpose of this class, I am just using blue as an example. It's not as if it's blue blue is not, of course, it's not pleasing to this design. So let's go back to this our normal color. So that is what you will do for every other thing here. If you want to change the color, I'm showing offline again here. And now let's talk about text. Now for text, let's use text as an effect now for text, if I highlight this particular save the date, just like your Microsoft Word, you want to change the fonts. If you don't like the fonts, the font size, the transparency, the positioning, is it going to be in bullet points? Is it not going to be in bullet points? Now let's work on that. So let's come here. I've highlighted this. Okay, so I was saying something about this lock function. Now, for this lock function, now let's say, for example, you have a design, maybe inside of this box here, and you don't want to be editing one and it's disturbing the other. You can actually lock it. Now, if I lock this design, this thing, if I come here and I come here, you can see I can't move this thing again until I unlock it. So when I unlock, I can move. But if I lock it, I can't move it. So that to avoid you working on one design and another one is being affected, that is why people lock their designs. Now let me unlock it. I've unlocked it now. If I unlock it, I can move it around. Now, of course, this thing, it signifies duplicate. Now, if you want to duplicate this, you can actually duplicate. It's your choice. You can actually duplicate. If you want to continue with that particular one, then of course this is delete. If you don't want it, you can always delete if you want. Now, for this purpose, I was trying to explain the text here. So when you come to text, just like your Microsoft Word, you have a lot of text function here. So you can actually pick, just like your Microsoft Word, you can pick any font of your choice. This is showing recently used. Yours might not show like this because this is showing here like this for me because this is what I mostly use, especially Laura. I use Laura a lot. I use Uruboto a lot, and I use Mukta. Mukta. Do you want to say something? So, yeah, I use this a lot. That's why I'm showing you. So for you, you can always search and change your font if you don't like this particular font. So let's say we want to change this font. You can actually pick any font of your choice. So I can actually say, you can see I've changed my font. I can actually go back to the normal font that was there before. It's a matter of choice and preference. Now, here is for the sizing. You can actually size to whatever size that you want using this sizing tool. You can always come here to pick any size that you want. Then for the color, I already thought I've dwelt a lot on this color thing. You can always change your text color from here. Then, yeah, it's showing that you can't actually do anything bold here because I think the font itself as it's just like that. You can't actually work on it. Now, if you use this date here, you see this date is bold already. You can actually unbold it or bolden it. It's a matter of choice. This is showing that you can't put it on italic again because the text is already on italic. But if you use, let's say you use this one, you can actually turn it to italic. Then just like your Microsoft Word, you can underline portion is to put it in uppercase. Let's use this as an example. Let's use this hotel, this address. So if we use this, you can see everything turned to capital letter. If I come press it again, it turns to small letter, capital letter. So it's basically for capitalization. I think okay, so you can use this for, like I said, you can use it to capitalize your text or put it on small letter. Then if you come for this alignment, this function here, alignment, just like your mic, this thing is just, if you know Microsoft Word, this thing is not an issue. Alignment, you want to put it on the left, you want to put it on the right, in the middle. This is basically what alignment is for. Then here is for your bullet points. You want to put it on a bullet point. It is your choice. This is for number. So it depends on what you want. So this is one is for advanced settings. So probably you want to do letter spacing. You can see this spacing are quite different. I'm showing us this function because if we are editing, if you are starting from scratch, you will need to understand these functions a lot. So letter spacing, you can see you are giving it space, you are giving it space, you are giving it space. Now for line spacing, so basically that's to edit a template is quite easy. Editing a template, so if you want to animate, so when you come to effects, if you come to the effects tools, this network is really frustrating. It's not even loading anything at the moment. Let's see if another function will load. Still not loading. So I wanted to explain the effect tool and the animate tool for us. It's not loading. What can we do? What can we do? Holy Spirits. I'm so pumped. I'm so tired of this network problem. Um, let's try it again. If it will load, it's not loading. Now, basically, for the effect, let's just proceed with time. It will come. It will come around. I believe. I was saying something that don't limit yourself to the fact that, oh, this is a template that I'm editing. I cannot bring in anything. No, you can actually bring in image if you want to. So that was what I was about to explain. Now, okay, let's assume you want to bring in your social media handles. You cannot, this is for websites. You can always bring it in. You can see I brought it in. You just have to be careful to be able to move it. I even brought it in twice. Can imagine. So you have to, this thing now, you have to be careful so you can know that this is it. So I have to delete this. So this is for websites. Or you want to tell them that this is my website page. You can change the color as well if you want to. You can change the color. You can reduce. This is for reducing. This is for the scaling. Just put your cursor at the edges, any of the edges. Then you are able to reduce or to bring it to be big. So that is what the elements do. So if you see those flyers that they will tell you, go to my Facebook page, and this is my Facebook name. This is the tool they are using. So just bring it, drag it down like this, position it well to whatever you want, wherever position you want it. Then you can come to text and bring in your text function. Bring in your text function, then you can write your social media handle. So that is basically how to do those things. Now, I was saying something like if you want to bring in image, I would advise that you use image that allows you to just ensure that your image are well fitted. Let me explain that. So you come to frame, elements, you can search for frame, search for frame. Now for frame, you can see we have a lot of frames here. Depending on the shape of frame that you want. So let's just pick this, the first one that we are seeing. This is different. I'm coming. So this thing, you have to be careful so you don't move what you're not supposed to. You see why I said it is good to lock your designs. If I have blocked this thing now, I would not be able to move it up and down. So imagine you are trying to bring in something, like I'm trying to bring in this frame function and it came out here and I'm trying to move it and I'm moving this thing. You see, to scatter the whole work I have done. So it is best just lock it. When you are done with your design, you can decide to unlock. But while you are designing, just lock it. Just lock it so it doesn't disturb. So when you are editing other things, it won't be disturbing each other. So that is why you see that designs or functions are being locked. So I said we want to bring in image. Now notice that it's not as if that if you want to bring in image, you must always use frame or no. I'm just saying that sometimes to just make your work look very neat. Anyways, we're talking about how to bring in images. Let's hope it's still not bringing it in. No problem. We will not sleep there. So that is basically how to edit a template. Editing templates is the easiest thing to do on Canva. I wouldn't even lie to you. Where the work comes in Canva is when you are designing from the scratch. When you are designing from beginning to the end. Now, let's now work on designing from beginning to the end. Let's just do like maybe let's say a personal brand flyer. Let's work for a personal brand flyer. But let's just watch ahead because of network wahala. Okay, so I will say it again. I want to assume that despite the issues we're having with network, we understand to an extent how to use templates to edit, templates on Canva, import pictures and all. So the major work lies in when you are doing it from the scratch. So now let's do it from the scratch. Let's do for like let's say a personal brand let's quickly do that. So you come to home page. So you locate home, you come to home. Now, let me even say it again that you can also use Canva to design your Instagram highlights. Do we know what Instagram highlights is? Do we know what Instagram highlights is?
We
Let's
don't know. I don't know.
No. Okay. Oh, you see
Yes, I know. Okay, sorry.
when you go to some Instagram page and you see those things that are like circle. Okay, let me show you my let me let's use this browser. Let me show you Instagram highlights. So you can actually use, so if you are building your Instagram page, I just remembered now, before we design from scratch, if you are designing, if you want to go on LinkedIn, there's something called the LinkedIn banner. All those LinkedIn banner that you see, let's go to this thing first again. I'm coming. Let's search for LinkedIn banner. So if you go on LinkedIn, you see those stuff you see on LinkedIn that it's like your profile picture. Now you can design, a lot of people use Canva to design it. You can see it. So just edit this Olivia Whitson, put your name, put what you do, or digital marketer, or I'm into water purification. You can put your contact number here, put your email address here. If you have a website, if you don't have, you can delete this email. Then that is what an LinkedIn banner is. So you can see this is a LinkedIn banner, very beautiful LinkedIn banner. Your name here, you put your image. So this is where you will use your LinkedIn banner. Let me open my own LinkedIn page. So if you are all looking at building your LinkedIn account, you can actually come to Canva to design, use the free template. This is paid. You might not, this is premium. So you just search for free. This is also free. Just put your image, change the name, put your company, water purification and co company, put it here. This is logo. Change this logo to your logo. Put your phone number, your email address, your address if you have a physical store. If you don't have, you can delete it. You put your website name, you put it here. So you will use it here. Let me go to okay, network is doing the most, right? So me, I don't have a LinkedIn banner yet. I use.
Thank you so much. Good night, everyone. Sorry for all the
Good
hitches.
night.
Thank you so much for your patience. Good night.